All right. So we are here with Michael Zuber. How are you, Michael?
I'm doing good, man. This topic's gonna be fun because I think about this all the time. So why don't you set it up for us?
Yeah. So my question to Michael, we were getting on to do the financial news, the Friday financial news. And I got on and I said, hey, I'm a little frustrated and not, am I missing something is really kind of the thing. Am I missing out? Do I have some of that, what do they call it? FOMO? Fear of missing out.
Yep.
Right. And so what it is, it's interesting that I'm seeing a lot of my friends, a lot of my associates, and I'm seeing them buying properties in places like they live in California, but they're buying in South Carolina, or they're buying in Florida, and then they're buying another one in Texas, and then they're buying one in maybe Oklahoma, or then they're buying up in Pennsylvania, which I've never even been to Pennsylvania. So
it's a wonderful state.
How to get there.
It's over there.
Yeah, it's over there somewhere. So, and I'm just wondering, there seems like, in the Facebook groups and in some of the masterminds and some of the meetup groups, I see a lot of what I would almost call like wildcatting, where people are just buying stuff up. And I just wanted to get your take on maybe some of the pros and cons of that. And am I missing something? Because I want to focus more regionally. In more of a regional space, and am I missing something?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things that I want to say here. First and foremost, I see this all the time. I've been actually seeing it for the last couple of years. There's a lot of people who live in California like us that just assume you can't invest in California. I mean, one of the thing I hear most frequently is, why would you ever invest in California? I mean, it's like not even a thought for lots of people, which is fine. Less competition for me. It's all good. But so there's a couple of things. First and foremost, there is absolutely a right way to invest out of state. I believe it's pretty much just like I invested in Fresno, right? Fresno for me is 2.5 hours away. You can get a lot of places in 2.5 hours on an airplane, but here's the deal. You've got to go there. You've got to meet the team. You've got to look at the market. You've got to have a buy box. You've got to do the work. You've got to be extra disciplined. You got to do surprise inspections because money is involved. People will disappoint you. And it's all fun and games when things go up. You really learn about people's character when we have a slowdown or the market goes down. And I say this as someone who saw people blow up in 2006, right? The difference between, so you and I have been in the Bay Area. I knew two different flippers that were flipping multi-million-dollar homes in the Bay in 2006. One of them was arrogant and thought anything they touched turned to gold, and that people didn't understand what they were doing. They didn't want to take a small loss, and they kept buying, which eventually meant their hard money costs ate them alive and they lost everything. The other one, who actually was less time, realized that, you know what? I used to have 100 people on an open house. Last weekend, I had 2. I'm going to do another one. And oh, by the way, the same deal. I only had 2. So they changed their business. They sold what they had. They got out early. They took some small losses. They retreated. Then they watched the market unfold and they just started flipping starter homes. They stayed local. Why do I bring this up? One of the things that I can guarantee you is the market we are in will change. And what feels good today, a la I'm in 7 states with 7 units, feels good today. That won't feel good tomorrow. What you will have by wildcatting, to use your phrase, and not building a team and not systems and not, God forbid, not going to look at them. Oh, talk about the kiss of death. These people are going to be that flipper in the first scenario because they didn't do the work. Anytime in real estate you get cocky and don't do the work, it will feel good for a moment and then you are going to get got. If you're in 7 markets, maybe 3 of them turn out, but 4 won't. Maybe 4 will turn out, but 3 won't. But those 3 that don't turn out will be bad. So what I would tell you is the same thing I tell myself. Focus, daily discipline, keep building where you're at. Don't get distracted because in a changing environment, your focus will benefit you because you will strike. And more importantly, you won't be distracted by the alligators in Pennsylvania, in Texas, and Oklahoma. Because believe me, those things start not performing and not paying, and the property manager steals from you. And that's going to take brain cycles. And pretty soon you're not going to be able to focus here. So what I would tell you is just like last time. At the peak, you almost want to change. You want to go do development. You want to go do this and that. Remember how that felt?
Yeah.
It didn't feel very good. You're in that same environment. So stay focused, stay disciplined. Again, wish your friends well. Hey, I hope it works out for you. I believe out-of-state investing could be amazing if you do the work, if you go see the properties, if you double check your team, if you audit. If you're just going to sit here and pick randomly, you are walking into a casino and the house always wins. Not my cup of tea.
Very good insight. Very good insight. And I just want to be really clear. What Michael said isn't out of state is a bad idea.
Not at all.
Know your buy box, know your market, go see it, touch it.
Do the work, God damn it.
Do the work. Wait, hold on. You got to point at your hat. There you go. That's the hat. So there it is. Do the work. I love it. I love it. You also said something before. You said this before in past conversations where also, like as an example, I used to own rentals in Vegas and I did very well with them. I had a good friend and I have several friends that live there, boots on the ground, so to speak, people that like know my kid, like family, you know, friends that are like family. And so just maybe elaborate on your thoughts there too, about picking a market in out of state.
One of the things that I'm very big on, if you're going to do out of state investing, I call it the funeral effect. If you're going to be in a market and you're going to put your hard earned capital in and you just can't get there a lot, you better have somebody there that is going to fly out to your funeral. It is that simple, because you need somebody to tell you bad news. If you are relying on people who you pay, they're going to tell you half truths. They're going to be slow. They're going to bend. They maybe not all out lie, but they're going to shave the edges because they're getting paid by you. You have somebody that comes to your funeral. They're going to take a picture as they drive by your house and go, dude, your freaking tenant's parking on the grass. Dude, there's a freaking trash can upside down in the yard. What the hell are you doing? So again, the biggest thing I would tell you, if you can't invest in your market because you live in Beverly Hills and it doesn't work, I get it. Pick a market where you have somebody that you don't pay that is going to fly out to your funeral. That's kind of my rule of thumb.
Very good. Very good. Well, Michael, thank you for all that you do. As always, I want to show the book real quick. If you don't have it, buy yourself a copy. If you have it, give the man a 5-star review on Amazon. Also, take a selfie, send it to him, tag him in Instagram, social media, Facebook, and so he can repost it and just share the good vibes. So, Michael, show people. Tell us about your hat there. I love that.
Yeah, one of the things I'm trying to do is really get behind how to get started one rental at a time is, right? The course that's now helping thousands of people that you're a part of. And really what it comes down to is I'm coaching more and more people. It's like, guys, stop fighting the system, do the work, right? So yeah, that's my thing. So do the work.
I love it. I love it. And where can people get information on the course?
Just go to onerentalatatime.com. It's all there. The hats, clothing, all that stuff. And just so you know, if you don't like black hats, I do have it in white too. I think the purple pops more on white, but you know, there we go.
Looking good, feeling good. Ought to be in Hollywood. I love it. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Michael, for all that you do.
Take care, bud. Thanks.